In everything we do, for the environment, for our customers, and our communities, in large ways and small, the people of Xcel Energy are responsible by nature.
I'm a journeyman lineman, going on my 15th year with the company. I like being outside. You're always at a different location, and your job, it's always different. It's never the same. The professionalism of the guys I work with is top-notch. When we went to Hurricane Ike down in Texas, some of the guys commented from the host company, CenterPoint Energy, that our guys were by far some of the top-notch you've ever seen. I've never ran into a guy that he isn't first class at. In a storm, you have 10,000 people out of power, and you work countless hours to get the lines back up, to get everything energized, to get those people back in. That's a good feeling, you know. I mean, that you take a lot of pride in, and as a group of guys, you rely on each other. Once you get in as a lineman, you're into a family. Everybody, you know, takes care of each other. They watch out for each other. And being a lineman, it is a pride, you know. You take pride in doing that job.
In general, wind energy as well as renewables, we've taken a leadership position. We're the #1 provider of wind in North America, and we take about 10% of the nation's wind, which is fairly impressive if you think about that. It has a simple competitive advantage of geography. All of the regions that we operate in have either good to excellent wind, and it just simply makes sense. The real advantage to owning wind is that we really need to have a balance. We'll have about 3,000 megawatts of wind in our system, of which by the end of 2008, we will have owned about 130 megawatts. We did sign contracts for 2 new wind projects in 2008 for over 350 megawatts of wind. These owned projects are very cost-effective for our customers, and importantly also, they are a return on our investment and are good for our shareholders. I think that's really a very good example of really acting in accordance with our strategy and doing what we said we were going to do.
The Metro Emissions Reduction Project, or as we refer to it as MERP, was an environmental initiative launched by Xcel Energy. It started with adding some back-end pollution control equipment to the L&S King plant at Stillwater, followed by the conversions of both the Riverside and Highbridge coal generating facilities to a natural gas-fired combined cycle facility. The stack implosion was the signature event of the entire MERP project at Highbridge. Day of the event, I had literally hundreds of people that would come up, and we're so excited.
3, 2, 1.
It was a 16-second event, and it felt like it lasted an entire day. The new combined cycle gas facility at Highbridge in St. Paul also has ushered in a lot of environmental benefits. A 96% reduction in NOx emissions, 99% reduction in SOx emissions, 97% reduction in particulates, and a total elimination of mercurial emissions. It makes anybody feel proud. You know, I've got kids, much like a lot of other people in the cities and in the neighboring communities, and every little environmental improvement we can do just betters our quality of life for our future generations.
Smart grid is really taking the existing utility infrastructure and the existing grid and layering on top of it technology, sensors, a real-time two-way communications infrastructure, putting intelligence at various points on the grid so that you can start learning what the grid is doing all the way into the customer's home. We'll start having an interaction with the customers so they can start understanding where their energy dollars are going and manage them themselves. Energy becomes a very dynamic thing that we manage and control. Customers are interacting with us. Customers are taking ownership of the energy use in their home. They're understanding how renewables have an impact on the environment and on the energy management that they can do. So we're all kind of working in concert together. Smart grid really is where the future of energy is going to be. And Xcel Energy is on the leadership side of that. So we get to help form and define what energy in the future looks like. Gives me goosebumps because it's amazing to get to be part of something that's so transformational to our whole society.
Conservation programs have been in place for close to 20 years. And in that time, we've avoided building power plants, which is a huge savings, not only to us, but to our community. Most of our customers are working to be green, and everybody wants to do the right thing and the green thing, but they have to be fiscally responsible. And our conservation programs tie right into that. And in terms of a customer's goals and strategies, conservation should be their #1 driver in terms of keeping their costs down and working towards better, greener motivation. Last spring, we were able to award Target with an Environmental Leadership Award, recognizing them for the 5 new Target stores they built in our service territory, which together saved so much energy it was the equivalent of taking more than 1,600 cars off the road in a year, which we thought was worth a lot of recognition. Target was really excited about it. I love my job. Getting out and meeting with the customers is a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of people and learn what they're doing with our energy.
Our company can only be as strong as the communities that we're serving. So the more we can do to enable them to grow, to help them help themselves, that makes us stronger as a company too. One of the largest ways I spend my time volunteering is through the United Way. And that is just such an opportunity to help in a broad-based way. Good. It gets me out meeting people I otherwise wouldn't interact with. And then it's very personally fulfilling to know that you're doing for others things they couldn't do for themselves, or you're helping out in ways that will benefit someone that needs the helping hand. I just feel we work with a really great team of people. When you see them give their all every day on the job, and then you see them willing to go the extra mile, and I mean, that's really gratifying to see both the employees step up, be willing to volunteer their time, and then the company to back that support. Xcel Energy is being responsible in serving the community through donations, through allowing employees time to go and help. That just adds to our credibility and to demonstrating that we are responsible.
At Xcel Energy, we take our commitments seriously to improve the environment, to satisfy our customers, to care for our communities, and to build value for our shareholders. Responsible by nature. It's part of who we are.